Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will be discussing Sigmund Freud's personality theory. Okay, so this person, Sigmund Freud, he is a famous psychiatrist and psychologist, and he has come up with a very interesting theory of personality. Okay, so according to him, Sigmund Freud, according to him, brain has three components, namely id, superego and ego. Okay, so these three components, id, ego and superego, these three components will be continuously interacting with one another, and those interactions will shape the personality of an individual. Okay, so that is what this theory claims. Okay, let us try to understand in depth. See, basically every human being, we all have these three components in our mind, the id, superego and the ego. Those three, you can say the three parts or the three sections of mind. Okay, and they will be continuously interacting with one another. Okay, see this id, id, this is based on pleasure principle. That means, see, we all have certain basic physiological needs as human beings. Okay, and we, without much conscious thought, we strive to satisfy those needs. Okay, so that is the principle of, pleasure or the immediate satisfaction. We don't give a thought. Okay, we have that mindset, like if you feel thirsty, immediately you want water or something to drink. You don't think about that much. If you find a water bottle in front of you, immediately you grab it and you consume it. You will have that water. Okay, so that is seeking immediate pleasure. Okay, some on a more serious note, like if you feel irritated and if you feel like hurting somebody or slapping somebody, you immediately you do that. You slap the other person. You don't wait for any further instructions from the brain. Okay, so when you are doing that impulsively, without any conscious thought, without thinking of the consequences of your actions, then your id component of the mind is very active. Okay, your pleasure seeking mindset is very active. You are behaving from id state of mind. You are not a conscious thinker here. Okay, you are impulsively, you had some thought in your mind and immediately you are seeking the fulfillment of that thought. And you have no conscious thought of the consequences, whether your behavior is going to cost you something, whether it is appropriate or not. You are not thinking that. Okay, so if you are behaving that way, then your id mind is more active and more dominating, that is controlling you. Okay, so this is the reason, see, we find lots of crime happening in the society, right? So we find lots of abuse against, small children also, infants also. So that physical abuse against them, like people who do that, they are very impulsive. They are not thinking about the consequences. They don't have any, differentiation between what is right and what is wrong. They had some bad thought in their mind and they are immediately jumping to the pleasure-seeking behavior without any, thought of the consequences. Okay, so that is the id state of mind. So, in contrast to that, complete contrast to id, we have superego, which always, this superego state of mind, it always acts on morality principle, completely contrasting to id, which is pleasure seeking principle. Okay, so this is morality principle. It always, our super ego always, it acts as a brake. It acts as a strong no thing. No, you should not do this. Yes, you should do this. Okay, this behavior is socially acceptable. This is the highest form of behavior. Okay, something else you should not do. This thing you have to do. So that morality things, like the list of do's and don'ts, whatever is socially acceptable. Okay, so that is the highest form of our mind guiding us. Okay, so see, being or behaving from the id state of mind as well as behaving from the super ego state of mind, like they both are two extreme states of mind. We cannot be always behaving from either id state of mind or the super ego state of mind. Okay, no matter how wonderful this sounds, we cannot as individuals, as human beings, be behaving from this highest form of mind all the time. Okay, so balancing these two extremes is the ego, which acts on reality principle. Okay, ego, this is the state of mind which, it's like a check. It's like a controlling thing. You should not be too impulsive and behaving from id state of mind all the time, and you also cannot be too moral and always be behaving from the super ego state of mind. In between those two extremes, you have to be realistic enough. You have to be realistic enough and always try to be behaving through your ego state of mind. That is what this state of mind tells us. It's kind of a balance between the two extremities. Okay, so like we all have all these three states of mind in our personality. Okay, so what dominates us mostly, that becomes the personality, that becomes the enduring personality character of us. Okay, so we all have all these things at a time, but what really dominates us? If id ego state is dominating you, you become more impulsive. Okay, you don't have any morals. You don't have any sense of right and wrong. Okay, so that immediate pleasure seeking will be your ultimate goal. Okay, so that is how the interactions between these three different states of mind will be happening continuously, and when we have this ego state dominating us, then we can really be rational human beings. Okay, as consumers also, when we are acting from the id state of mind, we are more impulsive. We don't give it a thought. We'll see a particular product and we feel like having it, immediately we purchase that. We don't make any conscious decision making as a consumer also when we are acting from the id state of mind. Okay, so as an opposite to this super ego, every time we don't have to, we make lots of purchases, but every time if we think of that purchase from the super ego state of mind, if we start thinking about the highest form, whether something is wrong in this product, whether something is wrong with that company, whether something is wrong with the model that they used in the product or in the advertisement. So that is the highest, moral principle. So we cannot be acting from this state of mind also as consumers. That is also very tough. Okay, so here is the ego state of mind which makes us as consumers more rational. Okay, more objectively we try to control the impulses as well as the super ego state, and we try to arrive at some conscious decisions as consumers also. Okay, so that is how Sigmund Freud's personality theory really throws a great light onto understanding the human nature. Okay, thank you.